Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm here today doing a design team video for Not Too Shabby. My stamp set is called Sending Hugs. It is from Gerda Steiner Designs and has several sentiments, including days are better when you're around, and then the word sending, and you can say sending love, sending hugs, sending warm winter wishes, sending love and warm winter wishes, sending love and hugs, sending hug and love, and then your way. And then it has a snowman and two little birdies, and it has a bunny rabbit hugging a squirrel and some hearts and little snow footprints for the birds. Okay. I have some accent opaque white 80-pound paper. I'm using Memento tuxedo black ink. I'm going to stamp these images, the one of the snowman, the two birds, the squirrel, and the rabbit on my paper. When I'm finished stamping, I'm going to color these images in with alcohol markers. This is my second design team card using this stamp set. And I wanted to let you know that in the description box below, you'll find a link for Not Too Shabby shop, including a discount code for 10% off. And I hope that you will use my affiliate links. The purchases that you make using my affiliate links do not cost you anything, but a small percentage is given back to me for store credit that I can then use to buy items from Not Too Shabby for my giveaways. I have a variety of alcohol markers, including Copic brand and Ohuhu brand. And I'm going to start by coloring in my snowman with some grays. I have neutral gray 1, 2, and 3, and I also have cool gray 1. Sorry that my camera's not focusing right now. I'm going to go ahead and get started coloring the snowman, and I'll speed this up in the interest of time. I know a snowman is not gray, but in order to show a little bit of contrast, using a cool gray is a good way to color in your snow. The same thing goes if you have like an animal that's white. So, for example, a polar bear or like a white bunny or a white cat. The gray tones definitely give it a little bit of contrast so it does show that it's been colored in. Now I'm going to grab some purple. I have two different colors of purple, and I'm going to color in the scarf, the mittens, the hat from the snowman. The colors that I have selected are V6 and V12. I know often you'll see when coloring in for people to use three different colors of markers. So they would have a dark tone, a mid tone, and a light tone. I am still learning to do that. I use two different colors. This is a relatively small area to color, and so I felt that if I just used two different colors, it would be okay. So I started with the darker color, and I'm just going on the out edges of the scarf, mittens, hat, coloring in with the darker color purple, sort of the border of those pieces of clothing, and then grabbing the lighter color and shading on top of that. And I'm speeding this up again for the sake of time. I grabbed an 84, which is from Ohuhu, and I did color in the band around the hat with that color, and then I dropped down to the scarf and colored it in too. So, and the mittens and the top of the hat. I guess I did use three different colors, but probably not the same way that other people have. I grabbed a 75 and I colored in, again, more of that band around the top of the hat, the top of the head of the snowman, the bottom of the hat. And I think that turned out pretty nice. It gave a little bit of a different variation um, for the hat. I was pleased with how the purple coloring turned out. So those of you who are um, familiar with my channel know that purple is my favorite color. And if you're not familiar with my channel and this is your first time, welcome. I'd like to encourage you to subscribe and hit the like button. I'd like to encourage everybody to hit the like button. But for those of you who are new, I would like to encourage you to subscribe. I'm very close to reaching 2,000 subscribers. And once I hit that mark, I'm going to be having a big giveaway. So you don't want to miss out on that. If you ring the bell beside the subscribe button, you'll be notified of when I do live videos or put videos up that I've pre-recorded and edited. So hopefully get some new subscribers. I'm always very appreciative of those of you who are subscribers, and I'm always excited to share projects with you and that we can learn from each other. For the snowman's nose, I'm using Y02 light orange and YR02 light orange and YR04 chrome orange. And the nose is really small, so it didn't take me very long to color that in. Now I'm going to use a blue color for the bird. This is B28 Royal Blue for my outside. And then on the inside, which is the lighter color, I have BG01 Aqua Blue. And I grabbed my cool gray again. This is C1 on the Copics, and I'm coloring in the beak of the little bluebird. I'm also going to use this to outline my bunny rabbit and going around the outside portion of this image with the C1. So this is a Copic marker, alcohol marker, and a C1, cool gray one. So I don't know if that'd be CG1. Okay, and then I grabbed the neutral gray, which is N0 Copic alcohol marker. And then after that, I'm going to grab the Ohuhu cool gray 02 because I just felt like the bunny wasn't looking gray enough. I wanted him to actually look like his fur was gray. And I probably could have went even darker, but when you first apply the alcohol ink, it seems like it's darker than it is. Okay, so I have N1 Copic just going in and filling in the bunny because it is a little bit darker of a gray. And I went to color in the bunny's nose and ears, and I used Ohuhu pink number 3. And then I kind of blended that with my Ohuhu cool gray 02. And now I'm going to do the bunny scarf, and I'm going to be using Ohuhu reds number 12 and 15. This is a very small area to color, so I only used 2 different colors. Outlining it with the 15 and then blending in and coloring in the remaining section with 12. Now the squirrel scarf, I'm using Copic color Aqua Blue BG01 and then Copic color Aqua BG15. Now we're going to color in the squirrel's body. I have number 21, which is Ohuhu. Then I grabbed number 16, or maybe it's 91. It's hard to tell with Ohuhu because on the ends of the caps are only the numbers, not the names of the colors. But I found it to be too dark. So then I went back to some lighter colors. I grabbed WG.5 and WG1, which are technically warm grays through Ohuhu, but to me they look brown. And so I just filled in the squirrel's body. I felt that these colors just weren't dark enough, so I grabbed my Copic light suntan, and that is E13, and it's really nice. It was perfect for the squirrel. It looks a little dark here on the camera, but once it dries back, it's perfect. And then the ears was the Ohuhu number 3, which is a pink, same as I used for the bunny ears and the bunny nose. The final 2 things to color are the birds. I made one red and one blue. For the red bird, I used R17 lipstick red as my dark outline color and R14 light rouge as my main color for the red bird. When I'm done coloring these, I'm going to run them through my brother's Scan and Cut. And for the bluebird, I'm going to use my BG01 Copic and my, that's aqua blue and aqua, which is BG15. I also use colorless blender just to blend the colors together, and I use cool gray C1 from my Copic for the beak. Using Distress Oxide ink, I am ink blending a light blue card panel. This is light blue cardstock from my stash, and this is going to create a nice wintry background. Going over the entire panel with Speckled Egg Distress Oxide ink. Really did increase the speed of this greatly. I wish that I could ink blend this quickly, but any of you who have ever done this know it takes a little time. I'm not too worried about the bottom part of the panel because it is going to be covered with a snowbank, which I cut out of glitter paper, but I did want to make sure I got that top completely saturated. And then I have peacock feathers, and the peacock feathers is meant to be just a contrasting color to create a border and frame the picture. And I'm going in with my speckled egg and just blending those two together. Now that I've ink blended my panel, I'm going to create a snowy background. And I have Shimmering Bliss from Technique Junkies, and I sprayed that on the panel. Then I took some gouache and some water, and I flicked snowflakes all over the panel so that it looks like there's snow in the background. I set that aside to dry, and then I got out a couple Catherine Pooler inks, eucalyptus and green tea. I had these little Christmas trees or trees in my stash, which I die cut on white paper, white cardstock, and I'm blending both green tree and eucalyptus on top of these so that I have some trees for my background. I also grabbed brown Catherine Pooler ink. It's called Icing on the Cake, and I ink blended the tree stumps with that. Then I have these trees that I'm going to ink blend with the same color of brown ink. Not sure how many of these I'll be able to fit on my card front, but I knew that I wanted something besides just a blank background. So our final steps will be just putting the card together. So I'm trimming this one tree, and I have a snowbank that I made out of glitter, but I want to get this tree down first because it's going to be tucked behind the snowbank, and I have to trim the excess there. That snowbank is from a die from Trinity Stamps. And then I'm going to put my green trees on the front of the card panel side by side, overlapping. The small tree is overlapping the tall tree. Next will be my snowman, and he is going to overlap the trees a little bit. And then bunny and squirrel, which will overlap the little white tree. And then the two little birds, one blue and one red. It was hard to pick a sentiment for this card because they're so cute, and I love the scripty font. I wanted to do sending warm winter wishes, but it really would have been too crowded. So I just used sending hugs. I stamped it first with Catherine Pooler Midnight ink, but I think my ink pad needed re-inked and it didn't make a dark enough impression. Oh, here I have a piece of acetate that I put down. I was just making sure that my words were lined up and not crooked. That's one thing that you can do if you have a stamp positioning platform. You can use a piece of acetate. Then I switched to VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink, and it really made a nice dark impression. And so that's the color of ink that I used for my sentiment. Actually, two colors of inks that I used for my sentiment. Together, they looked great. And then the little bird tracks, I just stamped that onto the glitter paper, knowing that it probably would be kind of faint. It's kind of hard to stamp on glitter paper. So my card, I'm going to put my card panel on a A2 size black cardstock card base, and the card is done. So thanks again for watching my video. I hope you like my card. I think it turned out really cute. I'll have a link in the end of this video to the tags that I made with this stamp set. They're really cute too. And I'll have links in description box below where you can check out Not Too Shabby and check out other stamp sets by Gerda Steiner. They're super cute. Thanks everybody and happy holidays. Bye bye.